music in the morning sometimes to help just straighten up my room, get my room all nice and tidy, and to just get in the vibe of a nice morning. Also, another thing, if you don't want to listen to lo-fi music but you still want to get your day started and romanticize your morning, is also listening to a podcast. You can listen to this podcast episode while doing your morning routine. You can listen to other podcast episodes while you're doing your morning routine. I love listening to either my podcast sometimes or other podcasters while I'm doing my morning routine, because it just helped me. One, I'm getting useful information, and two, I am also feeding my mind with peace than chaos. And sometimes when you have your mind at ease in the morning, you most likely have a much better day. Hi besties, welcome to You Against You podcast, and I'm your host, Deja Nicole. So in today's episode, which is season 3, episode number 26, I will be talking about how to romanticize your fall mornings. So yes, we're still in fall. I don't think I will get into winter theme episodes until like later this month or early December. Here is now just feeling like fall here in Tennessee where I live, because Tennessee weather, or just anything that's in the south besides Florida, the weather is so bipolar. So if you live anywhere that's surrounding Tennessee, so Kentucky, Louisiana, Alabama, Georgia, Mississippi, Missouri, I think the weather's also bipolar. But those states that I mentioned, if you have bipolar weather, please like put a raise hand emoji if you're watching this on YouTube, or like in the comments on Spotify, put like a raised hand emoji as well, so I know that like, yeah, you agree with me. But it's not feeling like fall here where I live, so that's good news. So today is Tuesday, election day, so November 5th, while I'm recording this, and it's 7:40 a.m. So I do have work today. I was supposed to record this yesterday, but your girl was just not in the mood. I was PMSing, so PMSing because I just started my cycle. So I've been PMSing for a week now, and I hate that. And I started my cycle today, and I knew I was to start my cycle today because I just felt very unmotivated, very tired, very groggy all day yesterday. Like, the only thing that I did that was motivating and it was helping me in reaching and just going towards my goals was um writing, but that's about it. So, like I said, today's episode is romanticizing your fall mornings, which I like doing sometimes when I don't have to like record anything that needs to be recorded before work, because I go to work now from 11:30 to 8, then 12 to 8:30, just because it's just better because we leave early, because we like done with everything by 8. So I like romanticizing my fall mornings. So after this, I'm going to like make my coffee and warm up some bone broth, because I'm on my cycle, and I think just having some bone broth and eating a banana is good for breakfast on an empty stomach, and drinking kombucha, just something healthy and help me from bloating, because I'm on my cycle. You know, when you're on your cycle, you do bloat a lot, so I'm gonna do that. But if you do drink bone broth, not brown, but if you do drink bone broth, please let me know down in the comments, or you can just DM me. But that's enough rambling before we got into the weekly updates. But right now it's now 7:42, so I've been rambling for like almost 3 minutes straight. But like I said, today's episode is all about romanticizing your fall mornings, which I love doing. Before I recorded this episode, I got me another 5-minute journal, and I also got me a 5-minute gratitude journal. So I love them. They're both pink, matching my aesthetic in my room, all of that. So yeah, if y'all don't know, my whole room is pink. And yeah, but let's just get into today's weekly updates. So, mental health checkup and weekly updates. So, I'm planning to buy Christmas decor early. I'm actually getting paid on Thursday this week because we get paid like, because of the type of bank I have, I can get paid a day early. I can get the deposit a day early. So, I already have my pink Christmas decor in my Amazon cart, and I'm getting like a Christmas tree. I have a mini Christmas tree I will still use. I'm getting like a 3 or 4 foot Christmas tree to put under, like, close to my what's that? I'm pointing at it, but close to my coffee machine, and it's going to be white with, I think it's either white or pink. I don't know. Let me like check because it's like in my Amazon cart right now, but I am planning to decorate for Christmas. I'm actually will do that for a YouTube video, but also do a TikTok. If you've seen those TikToks, it's like you throw an ornament and you shake your phone and you like have all of that. So that's what I will be doing, but I am getting a green Christmas tree because I'm using a white mini Christmas tree for my mini one to put either on my desk or either on my, actually, my dresser or my vanity, because I have a mini white one. I had a mini green one, but I'm gonna throw it away because it's broken. I'm getting a green Christmas tree, artificial. So, and then I got some like packs of Christmas, 2 packs of Christmas ornaments, a pink thick throw pillow, no, throw blanket, a Christmas garland, some pink pillows. That's just like what I have, and then some other Christmas things that I probably will get from like Hobby Lobby, but that will be like, won't be set up until like, I think after Thanksgiving, because I'm the type of person who would decorate for Christmas after Thanksgiving. I want to reminisce my fall decor a little bit more. So yeah, but besides that, my mental health checkup, I have been not myself. That's just me knowing that, plus how it affected me with my job and my coworkers. But I think it's also because I work in like a hostile, toxic environment. But I'm trying to not let people get to me. I'm trying to also stay in my lane and to not worry about anybody else. Like, you're learning every day in life, so yeah. And I think also because I was PMSing and I knew I was gonna start my period, but just I knew maybe after a month working there, it would be 2 months working at this job on the 17th of this month. But I knew working there, I think after I changed my shift, that's when I knew, like, oh yeah, this is not a good working environment because the people I work with. But I try to not let it get to me. I'm trying to ask my manager, is it okay if I can like put one AirPod in my ear and just like listen to something, because it would help me calm down. So yeah, but yeah, that's like my mental health checkup. But besides that, I've been trying to get my reading done. I literally recorded my November TBR today and my October wrap up today, like before, an hour before. I recorded that back in 6, so I'm trying to hurry up, and this is not going to be a long episode anyway, so yeah. And then also, I'm going to start driving school next week, so yay for that. I think no, to be honest, I've been on a wait list, and then I was moved up because my house schedule changed, and I will be starting next week, so I'm so happy. And then I got a surprise last week. Well, the week before last, but I haven't like been recording podcast episodes. Like, the last podcast episode that I posted on Sunday was already like recorded. So like it been like things happen. But I got a surprise last week or the week before. Like actually no, the week before last later. And then I actually got it last week, and I'm so happy. It's like it's gonna be deja-fied, I would say, because me, after getting everything to decorate it, I'm so happy. Like, I wish I can tell you what it is, but You gotta wait until December. So if you're like subscribed to my main YouTube channel, you will find out in December and stuff. And it's just, I feel like that's the next milestone. And I wanted to get my license and to get whatever this is before the end of the year. And then like I'm also writing. I don't know if I mentioned that, but I want to finish this first draft before the end of the year. So I'm trying to like write a lot and also trying to create a lot of content. There's a lot of content that I need to edit for TikTok and Instagram. There's still a content that I still need to edit for a brand. So I have been like very hectic, but everything has been going smoothly. I tried to put my mental health and do some self-care. Like I think later today I will like write and do some self-care and read. And then like the person that I'm talking to is like going so well. I like that he's a private person, and there's a lot of things that I won't just share out on social media anymore, just because just being with him. And I wouldn't say like, yeah, we're talking to each other, but we're seeing each other, but it hasn't been like official. But I just feel like him being a private person, it made me realize that like, hey, there's some things that you shouldn't until things are official, and then you shouldn't say or mention, because not everyone needs to know your business. And that's what I'm learning, and there's a lot of growth through life, and I'm just so happy. Besides working and just feeling so tired, but it's a learning process. So yeah. So the quote of the day, not the affirmation. So the quote of the day is either you run the day or the day runs you. This is something that I feel like working quote unquote a 9 to 5 job, when actually my schedule is 12 to 8, and then I feeling very groggy, very tired, and I'm not like, this is like when I'm not on my period, but or I don't feel like I want to focus on my goals and just let this life like that um run me and let it ruin me and ruin my mental health. I don't want that to happen. Like, yeah, as an adult you deal with adult things, right? But as someone with a congenital heart disease, and there have been so many stories how people have worked to death literally, and there has been like a news story how this lady was dead at her job and no one knew until they found, like, they like smelled a foul smell. I don't want that to happen, so I try to prioritize things that I like doing plus my job, because it is something like, I'm happy that I am making an income, but I know this is just a temporary thing. Everything in life is a temporary thing, but I do want to become a full-time writer one day. But like, everything in life is temporary, so I'm not gonna let this job run me, and I'm still learning that. But sometimes you just have to make things work within you and not burn yourself out. So again, the quote of the day is either you run the day or the day runs you. The affirmation of the day is, I see the beauty in nature that surrounds me. Again, I see the beauty in nature that surrounds me. And then the journal prompt of the day is, what does your fall morning routine look like? Or if you don't have one, what would it look like? So yeah. So again, before we start today's episode, you can go follow You Against You podcast on both Instagram and TikTok, which is You Against You Pod by Deja. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating and a comment. And if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating and review. If you want to follow me on my personal social medias, my YouTube is Deja Nicole. If you like book content, vlogs, lifestyle, all of that, that will be on my YouTube channel and soon TikTok, because there's a lot of videos of me getting ready for work. I might actually do more get ready for works and also pack for lunch with me. But yeah, if you are watching, well, no, if you want to follow me on my social medias, on both my Insta and TikTok, you can follow them at Deja underscore Nicole underscore. Again, Deja DAJAH underscore NICOLE underscore. So Deja underscore Nicole underscore. So yeah, all of that would be in the show notes down below. And yeah, so how can you romanticize your fall mornings, right? And be like, how a fall morning routine. I'm actually doing a video on my YouTube channel this week, recording me having like a slow fall morning, even though I work, but I might walk before I go to like get ready for work because but let's just get into the video. So the episode, not video. Well, it's still a video if you're watching this on YouTube, but let's just get into the episode. So the first thing that you can do if you want to romanticize your fall mornings is having a slow morning. So what are some things that you can do to have a small, not small, but a slow morning? You can journal. Like I said, I have both the gratitude journal and the 5 minute journal. I think the gratitude journal is from the same brand of the 5 minute journal because it's similar, but I really like writing in those. And me as a Christian, also for me to have a slow morning, and what I like to do is also do Bible studies, but that's just me. You can do something different. You can work out in the morning, you can go on a walk in the morning, or you can just see the sunrise. That is something that you can do, is having a slow morning. You can make coffee, you can make tea, you can drink bone broth. It's actually proven to drink bone broth and some water after you wake up. It just helps. It gives your day started. Take your vitamins, whatever. But those are some things that I love doing, is journaling and doing Bible studies. And I think I want to start walking in the mornings before I get ready for work, because I have the time of day, especially if I don't have like a busy like work schedule. Well, morning I was saying before getting ready for work. But that's just me. A next thing is you can create a cozy morning atmosphere. So that is maybe playing some lo-fi music on your TV or on your phone, and then having like a fireplace playing on your TV. That is so cozy. And I'm actually also going to talk about this for a nighttime routine in the next episode, but you can still play a fireplace just on your TV with some lo-fi music playing in the background. Another thing that you can do is, if you have like a candle, light that up. You can just blow it out before you leave the house, so you don't burn the house down or your apartment down. You can also use like the wax cubes, and if you have like a wax melter or a diffuser, you can put essential oils and just brighten up your room with nice fall scents. I know I have a wax melter, and I get most of my like wax cubes from Walmart, and they have like so many fall smells, which I love. Like the most fall scented that I like love, like they have like this warm apple that I got probably in the summer, but it's more fall scented than summer, and it's so good. It's like an apple cinnamon spice type scent, and I need to buy more. But you can like have your room smelling like fall while you're doing your morning routine. The next thing is gratitude. So this can be meditating, this can be journaling, this can be just telling yourself things, affirmations in the morning. This can be anything. You can go on a walk, a meditating walk. You can go on a gratitude walk. This can be you doing devotionals if you're a Christian. There are so many ways that you can do gratitude, and I have an episode from last Sunday that I will put in the show notes about things that you can do for gratitude in the fall, and I will put that episode, because I really also talk more about gratitude in that episode as well. So if you want to go listen to the last episode, go do that, but do it after you listen to this episode, besties. But those are some things that you can do for gratitude as well. The next thing, and this is like literally like the shortest episode ever, so I'm sorry about that. But the next thing is listening to lo-fi music in the morning. So I did mention this earlier, but there's this thing called lo-fi music, and you can literally find this on everywhere. Not TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, literally everywhere that you listen to music. And I listen to it on YouTube. Sometimes I like to like play it on my TV or just play it in my ear, and I will play Lo-Fi Girl. That's the YouTube channel that I go to, and it's just live, so you don't have to worry about pausing and stopping, going back. It is live, and it just plays nice chill beats all day long. And I will try to put the YouTube channel, if I can remember, later today, or whenever I'm editing this episode, I'll put the YouTube channel in the show notes. but it's called Lo-Fi Girl. That's the YouTube channel name. I think it's called Lo-Fi Girl because every time I put Lo-Fi Girl or lo-fi music, it's that same video that I watch. And they also now have like Christmas lo-fi music, so if you want to get into the Christmas mood, you can also listen to that. But I love listening to lo-fi music in the morning sometimes to help just straighten up my room, get my room all nice and tidy, and to just get in the vibe of a nice morning. Also, another thing, if you don't want to listen to lo-fi music but you still want to get your day started and romanticize your morning, is also listening to a podcast. You can listen to this podcast episode while doing your morning routine. You can listen to other podcast episodes while you're doing your morning routine. I love listening to either my podcast sometimes or other podcasters while I'm doing my morning routine because it just helped me. One, I'm getting useful information, and two, I am also feeding my mind with peace than chaos. And sometimes when you have your mind at ease in the morning, you most likely have a much better day. So, yeah. And then the last thing, and like the last bullet point before we close down today's episode, is romanticizing the simplest things. So that can be straightening up your room if you went to sleep with your room a mess, or after you got ready for work or your work at class. Before you go, you can like play some music or play a podcast in the background and romanticize you straightening up your room. You can romanticize you waking up. You can romanticize you making your bed. You can romanticize you doing your skincare or packing lunch for work. Whatever it is, you can just romanticize the most simplest things ever. Plus, when you're not really rushing in the morning, your mind and your day will be better. I feel like when you are rushing through the morning, you are going to have a chaotic day. No matter if you try not to have a chaotic day. Like right now, it's 7:50. Well, it was 7:59. It's 8 o'clock, and I'm about to close on this episode. But I still have about 2 hours to get ready for work. So I'm about to actually cook my shrimp, then change into my work scrubs because I wear scrubs for work. I don't have like from my brand, like my work brand, I would say, but I just have scrubs that I wear for work. So change into my scrubs while my lunch is cooking. So I'm making like shrimp, corn, and some rice, some white jasmine rice, and I might do like a garlic shrimp. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna do is while that is my corn is cooking in the microwave because it's like easy to do, it's quick, and then my shrimp is cooking in the air fryer. I'm gonna straighten up my room and do my little like make my coffee, and while that's doing, take my meds, eat something for breakfast, and also drink some bone broth and some kombucha because I love drinking kombucha. I need to get some more, but drinking kombucha on an empty stomach and drinking bone broth on an empty stomach is good, by the way, if you was wondering. So that's what I'm gonna do. But that's some things I'm gonna do, and also do some Bible studies. So after I get like dressed for work, is do some Bible studies before I go, and sometimes I read short Bible studies like sometimes I have long chapters to read for Bible studies. Sometimes I have short chapters to read. Like right now, I'm reading in the book of Luke, and yeah, but it's me doing the most simplest things. I have my highlighter, my pencil, my journals for Bible studies because I have like 2 Bible study journals, and then my devotional, and me just listening to a Christian-based podcast or gospel music is just me romanticizing the simplest thing of me doing Bible studies, me spending time with God before getting ready for work. Because sometimes I feel like I can't do things. I don't feel incompetent to do things, and I'm very stressed out. So me doing Bible studies before work helps a lot. And if I have time, I will also like maybe record a TikTok of me writing after I do a TikTok of me packing my lunch. But that's like me doing the simplest things ever, me being a content creator and a life of being a content creator. But besties, that is it for today's episode. Again, the quote of today episode is either you run the day or the day runs you. The affirmation again is I see the beauty in nature Wait, is that right? I just want to make sure. Yeah. So I see the beauty in nature that surrounds me. And then the journal prompt of today is, what does your fall morning routine look like if you do have one? Or after you listen to this episode, what will it look like? So yeah. So I really do hope that you like today's episode, besties. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are watching this on YouTube, if you're listening to this on Spotify, don't forget to leave a rating and a comment. And if you are listening to this on Apple Podcasts, don't forget to leave a rating or review. And don't forget to follow You Against You podcast social medias, which is both for Instagram and TikTok, You Against You Pod by Deja. I'm actually planning to make some posts actually now. I've been in a slump for not being like accountable of posting things on my social media, or both of my social medias. Like, I want to take pictures this week for my main Instagram and then make posts that's very helpful for my podcast not information, but Instagram, and more TikTok clips. So I'm doing that today, and I'm gonna record some guided meditations for this Thursday, because I didn't have one for Tuesday, so I'm gonna record some tonight. And sometimes this is why I like my schedule now, is because I have the time and day, and I can stay up a little bit late to to do things that I need to do. But yeah, so if you want to follow my main social medias platforms, both Instagram and TikTok, are Deja underscore Nicole underscore DAJAH underscore NICOLE underscore. And then my YouTube channel, for my main YouTube channel, is Deja Nicole. I really do hope that you love this episode, besties. Don't forget, it's you against you, not you against the world. I feel like lately it has been me against the world, when in reality it is you against you. But I really felt like lately it's been me against the world when it's me against me. So yeah, but I see you on the next episode. I love you guys, and bye.